Hello and welcome back to Charmed Intentions. I am excited for today's spell. Today we're going to be making a talisman, and this is for instant, intense, seductive magnetism, power, favor, and control. This is basically going to make you absolutely magnetic. This can be used for people, places, and things as well. So you can use this to make powerful connections, but you could also use this to attract desired experiences. This can be used on a specific person. This could be used to attract a certain kind of person. So really whatever it is that you want, this is the one. So I'm excited to get into it. For today's spell, you will need a big piece of paper. I'm just using a white piece of printer paper. If you have like the lined journal paper, that's literally fine, but a large piece of paper. You're going to need some incense. I'm going to go with Kama Sutra incense by Hem Incense. I'm making mine a little more spicy, so I'm going for Kama Sutra. You can use rose, you can use love, you can use lotus, anything for attraction. This is just my incense holder. You're going to need a lipstick. You can use chapstick as well, especially if you're a masculine, you might not have lipstick, so you can use chapstick as well. That is fine. And you're going to need your favorite perfume or one of the scents that you kind of recognize as your signature scent. So I've been wearing this every day for a few months. This is Clean Classic. It's the Fresh Laundry and Lavender. And it's just a little roller ball, and that's what I'll be using. So once you have gathered all your materials, we will say our opening invocation, open up the space and get started. So that is just sacred space, now come to be. Blessed with light and energy, magic stirs and flows through me. So mote it be, so mote it be. Okay, so let's get started. I forgot to mention you will need some scissors. Sipping on some scissors. And you're just going to cut your white piece of paper into a big circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to cut this into a circle. So we're making a talisman, which is basically a magical, alchemical symbol. All right, so if you are using this to attract a specific person, put their full name and date of birth if you have it in the middle. If not, if you're using this to attract new experiences towards you or a certain archetype of people, certain experiences, certain kinds of people, generous people, new lovers, whatever it is you're programming this for, then put your name and your date of birth in the middle. So I'm going to say... I'm going to write Jane Smith of 010101 in the middle of mine. As this is just a tutorial, I'm not doing it for myself. So go ahead and put your name, your date of birth, or your person's name and their date of birth right in the middle. Next, we're going to write a petition. We're going to use this to write our petition around the edge of the circle. So this is the time where you be specific and ask for exactly what it is that you want. I'm gonna, per usual, leave mine more open-ended, and like I said, I'm gonna make it a little spicy, a bit seductive, or really draw in lust, good physical intimacy towards me. That's what I'm gonna program mine for today. My magnetism, I'm gonna intensify it and program it for that. But if you're using this to attract a certain person towards you, make sure you write, you know, this person's name, their date of birth. So say you're writing it for John Smith of 010101. John Smith is dangerously attracted to Jane Smith of 010101. He cannot stop thinking about me. I'm always on his mind. You know, if you're writing this for a specific person, make sure to include yourself in there. So you would, of course, put your name, your date of birth there. And it's okay if you don't have that. Just put, you know, as much as you have. So I'm going to use mine more open-ended. So go ahead and write what exactly it is that you want around your talisman. So I'm going to put new, sexy, hot, strong, visually pleasing, romantic suitors are attracted to me now. Generous, romantic interest come towards me in abundance. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to say they approach me first and make a move on me, because we need that. Love when someone knows what they want. And it's okay if it wraps around more than once. That's actually how I make my petitions when I'm doing actual spell work. A big, huge spiral all the way until I get into the middle, and then it just constantly flows into itself. It creates like seriously a portal of energy, which is why I love these kind of talismans. I love these. I love using a circle as a petition because the energy just never dies. It keeps going and repeating and repeating and repeating. So okay, so as you can see, mine overlaps a little bit, and that's what it looks like once I have written my petition and stated what I actually want. So there's that. Once you do that, now we're going to write a symbol for love, attraction, manifestation, all around the outside. So let me draw it here so you can see. This is what the symbol looks like. Go ahead and take a screenshot if you need. Right there. So it's like a backwards kind of 4 with a line at the bottom. And we're going to draw that all around the petition. So go ahead and do that now. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's all good. This symbol is really good for love, magnetism, matters of the heart. And also, if you are into runic magic and you have one that you really like to work with for partnerships, you can do that. You can do the one that you like. But this one is really good for love and magnetism. So we're going to use this one. And we're just going to draw it all around the whole petition to empower everything. And that'll just make it even better. Okay. All right. So now that we've got that symbol all around, that's what it looks like. You can take a screenshot of that. That's what yours should look like as well. Okay, so once you've done that, now this is where you're going to put your signature scent on it. So go ahead and take your, I'm using a roller ball, so that kind of makes it really easy for me, but just take your perfume. You can spray it 1 or 2 times. You can, dab it, whatever way. I'm going to put mine all around. And like I said, I've been wearing this like every day for a few months. So this is definitely heavily connected to my energy. I'm always reaching for it. You can see the perfume on there now, just further imbuing it with your energy. I will say, when you do this with petitions, they will start to smell your scent just as they're in their house scrolling. Oh my God, why am I smelling collective? You know what I mean? So this will cause those kind of psychic experiences. So just know about that. This person may also become super interested in figuring out what your perfume is. Okay, so lastly, we're going to take our lipstick or chapstick if you're using it. Basically, we're just going to imbue this with our essence, with our lips, with our intention. Our lips are connected to our throat chakra. So as we're speaking over this talisman and we have this intention and we're kissing this talisman that we're making, that's just going to further empower our magic with this energy and with our intention, and also specifically with desire and that really strong, seductive, powerful magnetism that makes people favor you, think about you all the time, want to be around you. So I'm just going to put that on, and then I'm going to give my petition a kiss. Put that on. Okay. All right. There we go. So I have given my talisman a kiss. And that is all for the talisman. So this is what it should look like once it's done. It's so freaking pretty, so cute. Oh my God, it smells so good. And now we're gonna light our incense right on top of it. This is going to further empower this talisman with the air magic of the incense. And then of course incense are imbued with a bunch of herbs that further empower it. I love incense. There's such a quantum leap when you're practicing magic because it takes all the herb work out for you so that you can already have it pre-made, and it's got the herbs, the essences already in it, and it's just even better. So go ahead and put that incense on top. Alrighty. Put it in this one. Okay, and then I'm going to light it. So go ahead and light your incense. Give it a couple seconds to really fire up. And then after we blow this out, we're going to speak our intention out loud over all of this. And I have my incense, if you notice, right on top of the kiss mark. And also it's touching the name on the talisman as well. Okay, so now that our incense is lit, put your hands around the incense and just speak into it what you want to happen. I draw generous, romantic, loving suitors towards me in abundance. New romantic suitors that I am aligned with, that I am attracted to, are so drawn to me. I empower pure seductive magnetism. I receive favor in every situation. I receive favor in the workplace. I receive favor at home. I receive favor in every difficult situation. Even if I'm wrong, I always have the upper hand. Even if I'm wrong, I always have control and end up out of the situation a winner. I always overcome. I attract new, loving, adoring, worshiping partners towards me that absolutely love me and shower me with everything they have. So now that I've said what I wanted to say, we can go ahead and say our closing evocation just to close the space and let our guides know, okay, we said what we needed to say, go ahead and bring this towards me. So the closing invocation is just, the gate closes, the spell is spun. My work is done, the magic won. With love and light, I set it free. So done it is, so mote it be. So once this incense is fully done burning, go ahead and charge this overnight in the moonlight. And then from there, you can keep it under your bed frame. You can keep it on your vanity or in front of your vanity, so that it can, bring towards you that, loving, desirable, sexy energy at all times. You could also bury this for eternal beauty and eternal benefits. And that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed today's talisman spell for instant magnetism, attraction, and favor. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading or my personal custom spell work, that is where you can find me. And that is what I have for you today. I will see you in the next one. So mote it be.